Hey guys, welcome back to the replay of today's random live stream. We're gonna have some dessert down here by the 1800s Culvert. Wait for everyone to arrive, then we'll get started. I already got some people showing up. Any comments? Let's see. Hey, there we go. We got Stephanie. We got Hunberter. Did I miss someone? Nope. LS6, they got Church, Marty. Ace, you caught me live streaming. Yes, you did. Canadian General. Jenny, hello. So coming to you from a location that you may find familiar. Hey Jeff, hey Susan. Howdy Don. Yes, Robert, down near the river. That's where my van's parked. Barb's here. Got Southeast Pyro, Rhonda. Hello in Salt Lake City. Hey Janet. Nothing to do in Seattle. Go get some Mexican food. So I'm giving you guys a view of what I'm looking at right now, which is a little inlet here by the river. But I'm going to spin you around and show you what is actually behind me here. All right. So you guys may remember that. Oh, just lost you there for a second. Yeah, so you guys may remember that. I'll give you guys a chance Give you guys a chance to see if you know what that is or remember that spot. And you can indeed hear water. Last time I was here, that was bone dry. Now there's some water coming through it. So we had heavy rains yesterday and overnight, and this is what's left of it. There is water coming through it. I think I can show you guys the other side of it. The signal does cut out in the middle, so it'll just start buffering for you. But once we come to the other side, it will pick up. So I'll be able to show you this side and the other side once we get done with dessert. But first we're going to do this. We got chocolate mudslide. It says Alpine Air Meal. All you have to do is add cold water to it, mix it, and let it sit for a few minutes, and we'll have some dessert. And then we could take a little adventure inside of there if you guys want to do that. It is wet. I am wearing shoes because it was actually very difficult to get here now. Last time I was here, there was no foliage, no greenery, and it was very tough getting here this time because of everything growing in. So, but I am here. I'm all set up. I'm a bit sweaty, but that's okay. So let me get my. I do have utensils here. Yep, yes I do. Oh. I'm kind of sitting on a big rock here, which is a little precarious because there's water all around me here. So let me get repositioned a little bit better. All right, sorry for the close-up, but it's all I could do. I can't put you guys any farther away without being in the water. But we're gonna get this ready to go while it's kind of setting and forgetting it. We'll chat a little bit, and then once we're done with our dessert, we'll check out the culvert. Sound like a plan? Sounds like a plan. So welcome everyone for tuning in. Sorry if I missed your comments. I am trying to cool down. I'm sitting in the shade, but I am happy to be here. Glad I got to return with water coming through. But those of you who don't know, this is a culvert that I discovered on a video that I premiered a few weeks ago. Actually, I believe it was last month, where I went through this very long spider cricket cave filled drainage tunnel. And along the way, I discovered this for the very first time. And this is so unique because it's almost like a manway for like an earlier part in time. It doesn't seem like it was always made for water, but that's left up for debate. But regardless, it is a really cool piece of history here. So, all right, so inside we got, this is Oreo topping to put on at the end. So that's pretty good. I got to take out the moisture packet. Oh, it smells like hot cocoa. It's just chocolate powder in there. we're supposed to add a cup of water, which would be about half a bottle. And then we're going to mix it up. And once it's ready, we're going to put on the Oreo topping. So had taco salad for dinner. So this is going to be a pretty good dessert. Wish I could give you guys a better angle. Let me, hang on, give me a second. I'm gonna try to reposition you guys a little bit better. And let's see. That's a little better. Now you guys can actually see what I'm doing here. So, got the dessert. Let's pour the water in. And we're gonna give it a good mix. It smells really good though. It smells like a combination of like hot cocoa and like chocolate syrup almost. Hershey's. Experiments. Yeah, it's my first time ever having one of these. I've only had the vegetarian chili by Alpine Air, which I bought by mistake. And all the other meals I've ever tried to have to cook or boil the water. This one only requires cold water, so it's very simple to make. And if it does taste as good as it smells, it might be a good option for those of you who do some hiking or backpacking, or maybe just want to do a very easy picnic and have dessert for your kids. I'm just making sure everything's all mixed up good, all the powder. What are you eating? This is Alpine Air chocolate mudslide dessert. Lasagna one. The lasagna one was really good. That was made by Mountain something. They sell them at Walmart. This came from Cabela's. It was like $5 and change. I think that's a pretty good mix. Let me see if I have to seal this back up. Stir thoroughly, seal pouch, let stand 8 to 10 minutes, then sprinkle the chocolate crumb Oreo topping. Okay. Oh, it's covered in poo. So far so good. Oh, it's really like rich. Very sweet and rich. But it is sealed up now. We're gonna let that marinate. And my eyes are watering and sweating. So if you guys can let me know when about 8 to 10 minutes rolls by, that would be helpful. Then I could put in the topping, and this bird's flying around here. Then I could try it for you guys. Yeah, it's very, funny thing is when I left my house today to come back here, it wasn't that humid. We actually ate dinner outside on the patio. It was quite comfortable, so I thought, hey, let's go for a walk. Let's have some dessert, because the temperature is not as hot as yesterday. Yesterday was like 95, and humidity came down. But I tell you, once I got back here, I had to navigate through all this bamboo behind me, which you can see here. I was getting, tangled up. I was sweating, but it's worth it. Now, the only downfall with the water coming through is we had a lot of rain yesterday and overnight. The water's really cloudy right now. It's really murky, from all the sediment that fills in from the runoff streams and creeks. So I'm not going to be going in the water, but I am able to walk through the culvert. I already did it once. There's enough dry patches where I could get through it. The other side looks pretty cool. There's a collection area of water where it's coming down like a concrete channel. It's collecting and then making its way through. So again, once we walk through there, the signal will cut out. It'll start buffering, but once I get through, which will take maybe 30 seconds, the stream will pick back up. So we won't have any issues like we did the other day when I tried to do a live stream from that reservoir. I had all types of complications, and in a freezing, I tried starting a new stream. Ooh, you hear those frogs? Tried starting a new stream, that was a squirrel moment, and it just wouldn't reconnect. So when did buffers start running? I don't want to run, it is slippery though. Slippery when wet. I get one of those wet mop signs. Can you guys hear that? Those frogs? Hey Brian, hey Adam. Got a few scratches on me on my way down here, but part of the adventure. Hot and beautiful here, Don says. Yes, squirrels. No squirrels on the menu, just in my mind. I'm glad to have you guys joining me today. It's been a little while since we've done one of these kind of outdoor random live stream / chow time episodes. So it's a combination of both. It was either this or stayed home and try a new product I found in the store, but I figure we get outside. And they don't work so good. I found a good way to remove ticks. Excuse me, they said you get a cotton ball. B-Sage, buy some beef jerky. Oh, thank you so much, B-Sage, for your super chat. I found an article that says to remove a tick is you get a cotton ball and put a few drops of dish soap on it, and you can either hold it in your fingers or in tweezers and rub it across the tick a few times. And it says within 10 to like 30 seconds, the tick will let go from the acid from the soap, I guess, and the soap will help it stick to the cotton ball. So instead of squeezing it or pulling it out with ticks, it says use a cotton ball with dish soap and it'll automatically come out. So that's a good tip to use if indeed you get a tick or if I get one in the future. Eating stream side, yes, we will be soon. So I think about 2-3 minutes have passed, so we got about another 5-6 minutes to go. And I'll be having our chocolate mudslide. This one has to be better than that vegetarian chili. That was such a letdown. Lit cigarette. Oh, I guess that'll work too. I'm not a smoker though, so I don't have cigarettes on hand. Do have a butane torch, that might work, but might like it friggin' catch my hairs on fire. A lot of people out though. I did hear tons of ATVs back here riding along the rails and other areas. I've heard some people in the distance too. Lots of wildlife. You can hear birds and frogs. And if you guys haven't noticed or saw yet, on my community tab on my YouTube channel and on my Facebook page, I did share a photo today of a new pair of goggles I purchased. I found them on Amazon, and the unique thing about them is they actually have a GoPro mount. So my little action camera that I use for the underwater shots is going to get mounted to those goggles. So when I go swimming or snorkeling or whatever I do underwater, you guys will be mounted basically on my forehead and you'll see what I see. So I'll be able to go hands-free, which is going to be really cool. And one of the first places I want to try them out is at 7 Tubs. If you guys remember, I think it was beginning of May, I did a live stream there, and this guy sent this GoPro knockoff camera down the tubs on a boogie board, like a little foam boogie board, and he had somebody waiting at the bottom. It never came to the bottom, so it got trapped somewhere or the camera came off. So my objective is to go there and work my way upstream to try to find that camera. If I could, we'll pull the footage and hopefully have something pretty interesting to watch. And even if we don't find it, it'll still be quite an adventure to go underwater. Be careful with those weird tick tricks. There's a lot of tricks for ticks. I used tweezers for the last one I had, but it didn't come out so easily. So the dish soap one with the cotton ball might be better. I don't think I put a flame to it though. Bugs, gnats are out today. Add Coumadin to hot chili. Well, I don't have chili today. I have chocolate dessert. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't recommend doing a cigarette or flame to it, but to each their own. Hey, Jeff. So you guys have anything good for dinner today or anything for dessert? As I mentioned, we did have a taco salad. We just had Tostitos with the taco meat and cheese and sour cream on top of it. It was really good. I haven't had that in a while. My biggest fear is there's going to be a snake come crawling out of here because snakes love rocks. And just keep my eyes peeled. I don't want to find a snake or have a snake find me. Although I did see 2 of them so far this spring. Granted, they were small ones, but I did do okay. I didn't freak out. Mickey D's, I'm jealous. Jack's Pizza. Hot wings and fried rice. That's quite the combination. Individually, they're fantastic, but never had those together. So does anybody keep in time here? Do we have I think about 8 minutes past. Seafood fraud de Davolo? Never heard of that. Steak. That tacos. Guys are eating good. Now, I'll definitely have to do a tick check when I get home because, like I said, everything's really growing in quite thick now, and I have no choice but to go through the bamboo to get out of here. I was going to come through the culvert to get here, but again, well, you'll see there's a big collection of water, and I'm not wearing my water shoes or sandals. I'm wearing my hiking shoes, so I didn't want to get my feet wet right at the beginning. Hot honey garlic wings. Have about 2 minutes. So 8 minutes have passed, about 2 minutes to go. Okay. And then we're going to add on, like I said, it comes with Oreo crumb topping, which is going to be the unofficial icing on the cake. I have high hopes for this one. This is going to be a home run. I do have another dessert one. It's some kind of strawberry crumb thing. That one I have not tried yet, so that will be in a future episode. But if this one's good, I'll definitely be picking up more of them. It's quite heavy, though. There's a good amount in here. Let's see, how many servings? 14 grams of protein. Serving size. 2.5 ounces. Okay, servings per container, 2. So if I do finish it, I'm having two servings worth. But 14 grams of protein is pretty good. These frogs are quite loud. Also, too, Mike already knows about it. I did purchase myself an inflatable giant rubber ducky. And that's going to be for some of the locations that we return to, like the lagoon area, the number 2-4. I'm going to be floating around on a giant inflatable rubber duck. So that's going to be quite an experience, and I think we'll make for some funny pictures and video when that happens. Yeah, I hear you. Veggie tots. Oh, Barb. What's wrong with like original tater tots? Why have to go healthy? 10 minutes? 10 minutes is up? Okay. All right. Let's see. Ooh. Thickened up quite nicely. It's, I guess you would, yeah, you would call that a mudslide if you guys could see in there. Reminds me of like a wet brownie. I know it doesn't sound appealing, but that's how it looks. So let's get our topping here. I'm gonna go the whole thing. I like Oreo. I did bring a bag with me to take all my trash with me. Try to set a good example for people who may decide to have a meal in the woods, and we've seen too many times where people leave their trash. So I'm gonna give this a little stir, mix up the crumb topping, and we're gonna indulge. So what do you guys think? Tell me right now before I try this. Comment number 1 if you think it's gonna be fantastic, or comment number 2 if you think it's gonna be just kind of mediocre. Let me know your thoughts, and then we'll find out together. And this is really thick. I'm looking forward to this. See what you guys think. Start off with some 2s. Number 1s. Edith says like mud. It should look like mud. It is called a mudslide after all. Because it's chocolate. There is such thing as bad chocolate. I've had it before. Especially generic stuff. Okay, so it looks like majority is leaning towards 2. It's going to be mediocre. And you guys know me, my face gives it away. If I don't like it, I can't pretend I do like it. So let me get a nice helping here, and we're gonna find out together. Oh, there we go. Smells like chocolate. All right, here it goes. Wow. That is, no word to lie, that's some of the best chocolate dessert I've ever had. I was thinking it's going to have like a chemical taste or be kind of plain tasting. That is actually so good. It tastes like, if I could describe it, it would be like a brownie sundae. It tastes like a brownie and it's cold like ice cream. I think it tastes even better warm. But for a cold dessert, this tastes so good. Especially with the Oreo crumb topping. It gives a little bit of a crunch to it and a different texture. No word to lie. This is fantastic. So good. I know it doesn't look that good, but looks aside, I would eat this any time of day and probably a few times a week. It is that good. By far the best camping meal I've had so far. There's chocolate chips in there. Huh. Yeah, there's little miniature chocolate chips in there. Wow. I'm blown away. No word to lie. If you guys find this anywhere online, pick one up. It's at Cabela's, I know. At Cabela's, we paid about $5 and change. And 2 servings worth. You know, you and your friend or wife or husband could share it together. But I'm going to be greedy. I'm taking this off myself. My water bottle. It's an insulated bottle. It'd be better if I had milk right now. Mike, I think you got one of these for yourself. So if you haven't had it yet, as long as you like chocolate, you know, you're gonna love it. Crunchy. Well, I'm glad this one tastes good. I was not ready to be, not wanting to be disappointed again like I was with that chili. Now the spoon I bought, this is a spoon, knife, and fork combo. They slide together. I bought this at Walmart. I think it's like $2. Alpine Air. I think you guys can see that. Somebody riding up above on an ATV. Aside from you guys and Mike, who knows where I'm at, nobody knows I'm down here. You can't be seen from the top. So this is actually a perfect little spot to do a little video like this. Because we got the scenery, we got the nature, the wildlife, the water, the culvert, and privacy. If you're hungry enough, X-Lax tastes good. The only thing is, I will say it is messy. You can see it's getting on my fingers because the chocolate's kind of coating the inside of the pouch. So every time you dig in for a spoonful, you get it all over, but I'm always prepared. I have my baby wipes. I'll give you guys a choice. Would you rather keep looking at me? Or would you rather look out towards the river while I'm eating? I don't want to bore you guys with me eating. It's going to take me a few minutes to finish this. But I'll give you a choice of you. Yeah, baby wipes are always on me in my car. They're like gold. All right, I'll give you guys the views of the river. Let me get you guys situated. Okay, 1 second. There's somebody riding by above, you can hear them. Drop you in the water. Well, Theodore, if I do that, that will be the end of my streaming capabilities. Let me put you maybe on the main view. Let me try that. Is that better? Yeah, there is fish. This is a pretty big river. This river eventually flows down into the Susquehanna River, which is the bigger river of the two in this area. I wish you guys were here in person, though, to try this dessert. I would definitely share. It is fantastic. Hey, there's Rich Discoveries, yeah. Rich, if you see what's behind me too, if you saw the video, there's that 1800s Culvert I'm sitting in front of. I'll be showing that once I'm done with my dessert here. Oh, there's actually peanuts in here too, okay. Peanuts and chocolate chips. Like I said earlier, the river is very cloudy and murky. You can't see to the bottom like you normally could, because we had a lot of rain last night. Hey, Sandra. All right, dessert is devoured. Aside from looking inside of the bag, there's nothing else I can get out with my fork, so I'm cleaning up everything as we speak, and then we're gonna check out the culvert with the water coming through. So if you guys just stay tight a few minutes. Oh, there's some birds here getting a bath. I'll definitely return to the spot again to do more live streams like this. Whether we just hang out and chat or have some food. Excuse me. So for those of you wondering, here's the utensils. As you can see, they do slide apart and slide back together for easy packing and convenience. Again, these are at Walmart for around $2. They're UCO or U Company. This actually, you know, once you sit here and like the wildlife and stuff gets used to you, there's actually a lot of things around here. There's a lot of birds I see now. They're kind of bathing, they're in the bamboo just off camera, you know, looking for food, cleaning themselves. There's, you know, frogs around here, probably other things too. You just kind of have to sit back and let the environment get used to you, so to speak. As a kid too, it was actually much more dangerous back then because the water was very polluted. I actually rafted down this river for a good portion of it, myself and a couple friends of ours. I came out kind of black, covered in dirt. It was gross. As a teenager, I didn't know any better. It was a lot of fun though. I would do it again, but not after a rainfall like this, because right now the water is really dirty. But after you get a few dry days, the water does clear up, and it's not a bad river. This bird is getting really close. Let me show you. He was like right by me for a second. I'm trying to find him. He keeps moving around too much. Sorry about that. I was trying to get you a picture of him. All right, Justin, be patient. Jeez. Guys are demanding. I'm sitting here enjoying my nature, okay? And the good thing about these little camping pouches is all the garbage goes right inside of them. And then you can seal it up, put it in your backpack, and there's no mess. I bring a trash bag, like a little Walmart bag, just in case. Time out. You gotta sit in the corner. Think about your feelings. Let's go rafting. I gotta wait for my rubber duck to come in. Alrighty, just about packed up here. Get another swig of water and I'll take you guys through the culvert. Oh, the hardest part is getting up when you're sitting on rocks, so you get really stiff and sore. Oh, sorry about the sound effects. All right, I'm gonna take you guys off the tripod here and take you guys handheld. All right, I'm gonna put you guys in wide angle. You're gonna see the gimbal arm, but I'll always see the most though. Bugs were bad when I first got here because I was sweating, and now that I kind of cooled down, excuse me, it's actually much better. So here's what we're looking at. This is the culvert, and like I said, I think personally it was built at a time when it was used for something more than just water. It's so tall and so wide and so well constructed. I mean, it seems like a lot of effort just to use it for water, but that is what it's used for today. And last time I was here, it was completely bone dry, but that is not the case today. So I'm gonna give you a close look at it. Then we're gonna go through and we're gonna lose signal on the way through, but it will come back. I do want to return another time when this is actually raging with water, just to see how it would look. Excuse me. You actually hear my echo already. This is solid. So I'm just gonna let you guys get a good look at it from here. And once I go through, you'll start buffering and then we'll come back. But just to show you the landscape here, here's my gear. I was sitting right there on that rock. I had the camera over there at first, facing me, and now it's there where it's facing out to the river. But you can see it is a really nice area. A lot of stone out here. Most of it's dry because the water is just kind of trickling through now. But see, my belief is this was... Oh, there's ducks floating down. Another squirrel moment, but this was a duck moment. I think this was created too to be used by a boat or barge to maybe pick up or drop off either people. Oh yeah, there's... Hang on. You may not be able to see the ducks are swimming around out there. I think this was used though for a boat or a barge at some point to come to this culvert here. I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, do I sound like I'm getting too far out of the belief of this, or do you guys could possibly see that back in the day? Actually, move my stuff over a little bit because this way I know it's safe. There's a lot of people up above. I could hear numerous ATVs riding back and forth, but nobody knows I'm down here except for Mike and for you guys. Okay, so are you guys ready to see the other side? Because once I go through, I'm not going to stop and you're going to lose signal for about 30 seconds. And once again on the other side, I will stay there in one spot for about a minute until you guys reconnect. Boat to train, definitely a possibility. All right, I'm gonna go for it. So I'll see you guys on the other side. I'll keep it on until it cuts out. Okay, I made it through. Hopefully you guys are here. Let me know if you're back and you can see the signal okay. Okay, you guys are still here? Okay, good. So this is what feeds into it. You can see that is concrete. They did make that purposely, that's man-made, to have the water flow down. So basically concrete's poured on top of large rocks like these. It's to help it to not erode away. So the water comes down, collects here in this pool, which is, that's up to my waist at least. That's at least 3-4 feet deep. And from there, it makes its way down through some rocks and boulders and eventually into there. This is the other side of it. I'll put you guys in wide angle. There you go. Look at how amazing that is though. I mean, this is, like I said, I believe more than just the culvert at one time. This is too incredible. Yeah, if I went in there, I'd be up to my waist at least. That's a pretty cool shot though. Getting some lens flare. There we go. But that looks like a portal for like another time zone. Not time zone, like another era. Oh, you know what? The little bird's nest is here. Let's see if there's anything in it. Yeah, looks like there's still eggs in there. So I'm going to go through back to the other side. All right, and we are back. That was a success. This is as far as I could get from it without going into the water. But that is, I'm just astounded that this has been back here, and I just discovered it, you know, a little bit over a month ago. Just makes you wonder. It definitely, I shouldn't say definitely, but I'm almost certain it had some type of purpose for railroading. I wonder if this was maybe too, they actually use them in modern days. Certain railroads or highways have tunnels underneath them for when people get off at a train station, they could cross without having to go over the railroad tracks. So instead of having a bridge over the tracks, they sometimes have a tunnel under the tracks. This very well could be a passage tunnel for people who are getting picked up or dropped off. Maybe there was an old station or depot here at one time. That is certainly a possibility. And it could have very well had something to do with boating. So I'm pretty certain between one of those two examples of use that we are somewhere pretty close to what it was created for. Think of what's left of a castle. It's built like a castle, I will tell you that. But as I show you the water, you can see it is kind of murky. Normally you could see right to the bottom, but all the rain yesterday, it's making it kind of cloudy. Hey, Aaron. I got Ashley here. Excuse me. My belly's quite full though from that mudslide. So I'm looking forward to walking it off. A lot of stonework, yes. It is built to stand the test of time. The one thing that we are 100% certain about, this was constructed in the 1800s. This is not modern day work. But at some time in the future, I will return once we get a heavy rainfall. Even if I wait down here for a thunderstorm to come by, I could hide out in the tunnel and then wait for the water to come rushing through. I think it would look pretty neat to catch a torrent of water raging through here. But I will give you guys an option here. As you know, I like to make my live stream kind of interactive. I could either stay here for a few more minutes, chat with you guys, and then wrap it up, or I could take you with me on part of our journey back to where I have to go to my car. So it's up to you. I don't want to bore you guys just walking, talking, but I could do that if you guys wanted me to stay on longer. So let me know your thoughts. I'm good either way. One way or another, I have to wrap it up and walk back. So I could either take you with me or leave you here. See what you guys want to do. There's not really much to see along the way. The only thing I could do is I could walk towards the train bridge. I don't think there's any trains coming now, but I could at least give you a visual of it. But that would be the only thing worth showing along the way. Let's go back to the car. Well, I'm not going all the way back to the car. It's a long walk. Okay, if you guys want to come, let me just get things situated here, and I'll take you with me then. So I'm gonna leave you here for a moment with the visual of the river as I get myself packed up with my gear, and then we'll start moving. So give me 1 second here. I'm gonna get my handle from my gimbal so I can set you down, not topple into the water. How old would you say the stonework is? I don't know how to date it. I just know 1800s. But whether it's early, mid, or late, I unfortunately don't know that. Somebody who does stonework or knows about geology could probably answer that. Okay, I'm gonna set you down. I'll be back in a moment. All right, we're ready to rock and roll. It's gonna be pretty difficult getting out of here. No matter which way I go, I have to navigate through bamboo. So my plan is to walk along the edge and work my way up through there. So it's not gonna be good footage. You're not gonna be able to see a whole lot, but I'm gonna try and get out of here in one piece without getting wet. I'll put you guys on wide angle. Here we go. So if you guys want to hold hands, feel free to do so. Just don't pull each other in. I'm gonna put my shades down too so I don't get poked in the eye. So I'm not gonna pay too much attention to the comments, excuse me, until I get to the top. Ah, darn it. I got a wet foot already. But I didn't step in the water. The thing slapped up and hit me. You can see this is like going through like friggin' the movie Predator. Oh, man. The only thing I don't like about this location, there's no easy way to get down to it. Can't see the ground with all these bamboo leaves. All right, this is gonna not be fun. Sliding. Man. Yeah, I just had to climb up that hill. That was not fun. Oh, okay. My right foot is a little bit wet and dirty, but other than that, doing fantastic. And for those of you who have any concerns, this is not an active line right here. This is a holding track that the Delaware Lackawanna uses for their hopper cars, which they currently don't have any here. But there is a derailer at the end of this line where it meets up near the bridge. So there's no chance of any oncoming trains on this line right here. Bike's doing fantastic, actually. If you haven't done so, I did put up my city ride video yesterday as I revisited some of my abandoned locations I filmed. Ticks, snakes, spiders, poison ivy, oh my. The only thing I'm okay with that is poison ivy. I'm immune to it. Everything else, not so much. I think there's water in the lens. No, that is my gimbal arm. They have it on wide angle, so unless it's blurry, that is probably what you're seeing. I got some massive puddles up here. I hope we could walk around them. Yeah, it was active at one time. Used for the local freight line. This does not look fun here. This is like standing water. It kind of doesn't smell the best. It actually has a film on it too. I'm gonna have to try to hug the edge here. I don't want to walk through that. Nasty ickiness. Oh, I'm gonna have to friggin' get decontaminated when I get home. Whew. Jump, yeah. Oh, there's some nice flowers though, if you guys want to smell them. They do smell nice compared to that mess of a pond I just walked by. Hey, haunted. Not doing too bad. Some purple flowers. Now, you guys remember this line from previous live streams. Even Mike had it on his live stream where they had at the end of the hopper cars that were stored here, it was a pink one. It was like a hot pink color. I did share that on a previous live stream over the winter, and Mike did as well, but it is now since gone. And that river is pretty high compared to normal. We had heavy downpours last night. So tomorrow, Friday, that means the weekend's almost here. Does anyone have anything good or fun or interesting planned for the weekend? I myself, aside from tomorrow night's premiere, just have to do get the grass cut, chop some firewood. I'm having a get together next weekend, which may be live, but the rest of this weekend, not doing a whole lot of anything, but we will be returning with Sunday Night Live. So I am looking forward to that. Rich, if you want, you're welcome to take a screenshot, you know, and share it with any groups that you want. I don't belong to any currently. And I will be returning to the nearby woods probably within the next couple of weeks to do another nighttime stream. Last summer I did one where I was walking through the woods, and at the time I was by myself, and it was dark out. We heard gunshots in the distance. There was no area for people to be, you know, hanging around with not the best intentions. So I'm going to be doing another one of those in the next couple of weeks, and also hoping to do a paranormal stream as well. Whether it's going to be a cemetery or another place, that's to be determined. But nighttime streams will be returning. Of course, drive streams as well. I will be doing a couple solo drive streams at night, but definitely will have some of the gang with me, and hopefully we can return to Booyah Burger. So there are two things I can show you here. If you are a viewer, subscriber to my channel, you probably already saw them, but since we're here, I will share them with you. I belong to groups, yes, but not about stonework. So the first thing I want to show you right here, if you see these concrete walls, we'll see if any of the viewers remember what this is. I know probably Adam and a few others may know. If you want, take a guess. If not, I will fill you in. I'll give you a better look at it here. So it is made out of concrete. It has a date of, I believe, 1924 on top. And it's built into this mountainside here. There is a head frame up there, concrete one. Do you guys remember what this is? Once we're leaving here, I'll give you a closer look at it. This is a look from the bottom though. Well, it has something to do with coal, it has something to do with the mine, but not together. So this is a drainage shaft or drainage tunnel for a coal mine. This was used to drain the water when they would pump it out of the coal mine, and this would drain out, go underneath the railroad tracks, and dispense into the river. So this was not used for extracting coal, never had railroad tracks inside of it, but it was created to drain the water out of the mines. So that's what it was. Mines typically do flood, especially here in Pennsylvania, when they're lower than the water table, so they have to keep pumps running 24/7, and they often create what is called a drainage tunnel or drainage shaft to channel the water out of the mine. So that is what we're looking at. It is filled in though, it only goes in maybe 10 feet. But it is really cool to see though. 1924. Now the mine that used to be connected to down this way, which is around the bend, is the turnpike. There's a turnpike bridge, which you've seen before. And if the turnpike bridge was straight ahead of us, to the left side on the land there was where the breaker was and the colliery. So we're maybe half mile away from it, 3/4 of a mile at the most. And this was used to drain the water from that mine. Over here now is the Black Bridge. This is used daily, multiple times a day, mainly by Norfolk Southern. Morning train comes through here around 8 o'clock in the morning, heading south. Afternoon train comes through heading north around 4:30. Excuse me. And then throughout the day, there's local yard work between Yatesville and Taylor. And just to show you, someone has been here recently. Oh, it's their newest drawing too. Okay. So let's show you the bridge first. I'll put you guys in wide angle. There it is. Really cool truss bridge. Was double railed at one time. The other rail was over there. Now just single with a walking platform. But someone has been here. And this is their latest creation. You know who that is, right? Yes, that is QT. That is his newest creation. He was here 5'11", but underneath the paintbrush is 5'27", and it has QT. So we may start seeing that image more often in the future. Yeah, this is a really amazing bridge. I've captured many really cool photos here, especially when there's contrast in the sky, kind of like that. I edit the photos nicely just to make it pop nicely, but this is one of my favorite bridges. I used to cross it back in the day on my ATV, foolishly. I wouldn't do it now, but I did cross it on my mountain bike not too long ago. And you guys will see that footage in a video coming up. I don't know if we're getting closer to QT or QT's getting closer to me, but we are, regardless, kind of staying in close quarters. Yeah, so if this is coming through nice and clear, feel free to screenshot that if you want. On my camera here, it looks pretty nice. So we're gonna go up alongside that mine. I'll show you the pole of it, or what's left of it. And once I get up on top, we're probably gonna wrap things up. It is getting slightly cooler though, thankfully. There's a slight breeze, so I'm sweating again, but it feels good. But, oh, just to show you really... Oh, I hear a horn. Maybe we should hang out here a minute. Just to show you, there is a derailleur here. So this is not an active line. So when they do hold cars here for storage, they don't typically come past this point. For obvious reasons, they would derail. But no, nothing can come down from the main line to here unless they had a key. But I do hear a train horn. So I'm not certain if it's going to come through here or on the other side of tracks, which is the Reading and Northern on the Taylor side. It's basically a holding line bar, but it used to be active semi-regularly. And these tracks go all the way down to downtown Scranton. But they are now used for a storage line. When they have cars waiting to be delivered or no use for them for the moment, they do place them on this line. I'm just going to wait a moment or two to see if the train is indeed coming this way or not. If it's on the other line, on the other side of the river, we won't be able to see it. But maybe we'll get lucky. It's happened before. How is the image? I mean, right now I'm using the YouTube app compared to the Prism app, just because I didn't want to have any issues with having to restart the stream. But no, sometimes it does sacrifice quality. It's blurry. Oh, sorry to hear that. I was hoping it was going to be clear. Was it blurry by the culvert too? Or only over here? Yeah, for whatever reason, the YouTube app, you figure would have the best quality because it's for YouTube, but I never have good luck on it. Do I have notifications turned off? I can't turn notifications off unless I'm for a specific person I'm subscribed to. Okay, so it was at least cleared by the culvert. Okay, that makes me feel a little better. Yeah, I don't hear anything coming, so I guess we're gonna leave the area. They may have been going maybe a different direction or something, but I'm starting to get bit up here by mosquitoes, so I don't want to stand around here. Let me put you on the main camera here. There we go. Need a good shower when I get home, I know that. To cool off and get all this ickiness off of me. Ooh. Oh, look what I found. Nature's carpet. This is washed out since I was last here. Geez. Well, tractor's trying to walk here. Got bugs going in my eye. This is not a fun time, but let me show you this while we're here. Yeah, you can see, oh, sorry, 1922 is the date. And a fresh QT marking. And there's inside the drainage shaft. Again, this was made for water and worked by gravity. (1922). Yeah, I don't know what the chair is all about. All right. I'm going to wrap things up here. I do have a relatively long walk back, and it's going to be kind of uneventful to see. It's just going to be this foliage, greenery, me complaining about it. But I do want to thank you for tuning in tonight. If you didn't make it from the beginning, I encourage you to watch the replay. We did have my Alpine Air chocolate mudslide meal, and that I give it 2 thumbs ups. Definitely recommend you trying it if you ever see one in the store. Aside from that, the culvert, we finally got to see water going through it. So it was a nice little bonus there. And lastly, what we saw here, the train bridge and the mine shaft area. But all in all, I had a great time despite me getting covered in sweat and bugs and ickiness. I'd do it again in a heartbeat. So don't forget to tune in tomorrow night, 8 p.m. for my premiere. I think you guys will enjoy this one. It has something to do with history and some abandoned structures. And it will have a special guest as well in the video. But until then, guys, stay safe. Thank you so much for watching. And until always, I'm a rookie at this. Until next time, I'm a mess. Definitely need a shower. Okay. Enough squirrel moments. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care.